Hello, hello, lovely people. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, hello. So, just a quick introduction. I think I am live right now. Yes. Quick introduction. I feel like I've been in this group for a while, but this is the first time that I'm doing a live in this group. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. I am a multidimensional healer, an author. I am a divine embodiment mentor and guide. And I work with the goddess energy and frequency very closely. And what I do with this higher divine frequencies is activate a human potential. So what you're here to express, I activate that. And not only that, help you also embody it, because that's the whole point of that. You activate it, it is in your body, and then you actually express it in the physical. So I love what I do, and I'm really excited to jump in here and just share with you a very simple yet powerful tool that I have been implementing for years, and I have taught my clients. I have taught the people in my free Facebook group, and it's a tool that once you learn about it, you can apply it over and over and over and over, and it has the potential to change your life. So when you join me live, go ahead and say hello. Go ahead and post hello. If this is a replay for you, go ahead and post replay. And before I begin, I have a question for you. Imagine what it will be like if you knew exactly what energies were around you and how you could work with that energy or energies in order to thrive. And I'm not just talking about thriving in just your business, but I'm talking about in all areas of your life. How would that be like for you? How would you feel if you had that wisdom, if you had that knowledge? What would life be like for you? Such a simple tool of knowing what energies are around you. And I'm going to break it down so that we're not just talking about the big energy. Yes, that we have the universal energy where, you can use astrology, you can use numerology. This is something that I go into in depth with in my course or in my coaching. Like when I have one-on-one time, we can really guide you in there. We have the bigger energies that are constantly supporting us. So imagine these energies are these swirling light that are constantly around us. And then with that, we're always dancing with these energies with our own personal energetic profile. That's like the best way to explain it. We have our own energetic profile that we came here to express. And the universal energy taps into that to support us to express that fully. But we have to even be aware of first the universal energies that are supporting us in the first place. And then second, be aware of our own energies, which is through intention, through our visions, our dreams, our goals, our heart's desires. And I love that in this day and age, there's so many ways to really dive into this mystery. Again, numerology, astrology, we have the gene keys. There's so many tools that have been channeled to help us to identify not only or become aware not only of who we really are, but also what is around us that we're constantly dancing with. For example, we just celebrated the full moon, right? Full moon in Taurus yesterday. And on top of that, we're also in Mercury retrograde, right? Mars is also in retrograde. These are all energies that are dancing with us currently. And when you know, when you understand the signature that the full moon is bringing in, when you understand the purpose of Mercury retrograde, when you understand what Mars, the play, what Mars is doing with all of this, how Mars is dancing with all of this, and how this affects you, your energetic profile, you're able to do the dance more smoothly. You're able to call in or be in alignment so that you can create the right goals, so you can take the right aligned actions. And what usually happens is that things just flow. That's like the best way to explain it. It literally just flows with ease. It's like intentions. It goes beyond intention. It really is about the heart's desire. What is it that I want? Okay, what energy am I calling in? What energies around me that is supporting me in this intention? So, with that said, let's dive right in. So each month of the year carries its own energetic signature or profile. That's just the word I'm going to use it for now. Just like the whole entire year, like 2020, when we hit it, it had its own energetic signature, and hopefully you are following someone who can do this energy forecast. If you're not, I'm going to post my YouTube channel on there, which I do every single Monday. I talk about these energies that we're dancing with, so you can check it out. The year has the signature. So when we step into it, every single person on this planet is going to be dancing with that energy, with that signature. And on top of that, each single month has its own signature. So, for example, last month was the month of magic. And it's all about discovering the magic within you and also the magic around you. And not only that, it's about calling, what is the best way to describe this? It's like utilizing the elements. So earth, air, water, fire, mind, heart, connection to spirit, physical body, using that to create your dreams, create your life, create your business, create experiences that you desire to have. So the month of magic, that was last month. For January is the month of new beginnings, and this one I feel like people automatically jump into that because it's like universal. There's something about that January that when you hit in this, like, oh, a fresh new beginning, like you feel it. Whether you understand about energy or not, you just feel it. You already flow with it. It's beautiful, right? February is the month of self-love. It's very interesting because a lot of people associate February with partnership, with like romantic love, because of what? Yeah. Valentine's Day, right? But February is supposed to be more about self-love. When you look at all the different months, they lead us on a journey. We begin in January with a clean state, but it's about the I am. It's about coming back to self, to contemplate, to what word am I looking for? To find some space to see what you want to experience in the new year, what you would like to create, opening that new page, writing down what you want. It's about you. You're supposed to pull the energy. If you really feel the energy of the month, it's pulling you within yourself so that you can make those aligned decisions, create those aligned visions and goals. And then February steps in and it's like, okay, well, in this space, call in the love that you are. Really be aware of the love that you are. Because you know what happens in that energy? It amplifies those goals and dreams and intentions that you just set in January. Love is a very, very powerful magic. So February comes in with this energy of, hey, it's self-love time. And if you're aware of that and you focus your intention and your awareness on how can you love yourself better, how can you really embody everything that you are. And I'm talking about everything, both good and bad. Remember, we are human. We are human, which means that we have challenges. We came to this planet specifically to have certain experiences, and they're not all good and fluffy and light. There are a lot of the challenges that take us really deep down. And February really allows us to see. It's like, this is the mantra: I love my light as I love my dark. Or I love my light as I love my shadows. It's about truly loving yourself, because in that energy of self-love, you amplify your intentions for the year. So, and then, this month, so since we're in November, oh my gosh, can you believe it's November already? November is about gratitude. November is all about gratitude. The journey that we've taken so far, and I did in the forecast, the weekly forecast that I did, which comes out tomorrow, I'm going to be posting that tomorrow. I talked about this, where in this energy of gratitude, like especially for this year, is so highlighted. If there's anything, I can hear people say this has been, the most intense, the most chaotic, the most horrible year ever. But I bet you there's something that you're grateful for. And when I tuned into the energy of this month, the energy of gratitude is here to transform the pain, the suffering, the sorrow, and is doing this through love. Because if you've worked with the true gratitude, which is from the heart, gratitude is about being aware of what is already going right in your life. And when I say aware, not just with your eyes, not just with your ears, but with your heart. So you have to feel that. For example, I'm looking at 2020, and I'm looking at everything that has been going on and still going on, the craziness that is still going on. And I am grateful that looking at my family, that we're healthy, that we're still here, that we're still able to dream about our future and create our future and work, take the steps towards our future, create something better. I am grateful for the fact that I have the strength and the energy to even be here to connect with you. I am grateful that I'm able to breathe very easily, because I know a lot of people are suffering. My lungs are strong. My body is supporting me. I'm grateful for this beautiful vessel. Hello, Angela. Hello, my love. Welcome. So this month's energy is all about gratitude, but it is recognizing what blessings you have in your life. And not just by seeing it and hearing it, but truly feeling it. Feeling it in your heart and every single cell in your being, feeling it. Because what happens? The energy of gratitude is going to catapult you into that next level. In the new age world, we hear about gratitude and gratitude journals, but usually there's something missing. It's not just about journaling about something. What is missing is that heart portion. It's truly feeling it. And here's the thing here. It doesn't always have to be the perfect scenario, right? Gratitude can also come from pain. Having the strength and the courage to be able to face your shadows, to do the work, even though you don't feel the energy, even though you just feel like beaten down, and you're still moving forward. Gratitude is having the courage to move forward, having the courage to dream, having the strength to go for what you desire when it feels like the world is against you. Like, we need to acknowledge that it's not always easy. And when you do this from the heart, it will come very easy for you. It's recognizing what is working. And it can be through challenge or it can be through flow. But that's all part of our experience. And you got to acknowledge it. too many times I come in contact with people who are just focused on the love and light. And that is incredible, but we are human. It's not just love and light. We have our shadows. We have our darkness. We have our challenges. All of these experiences is what makes the soul, what word am I looking for? Mature. It's what makes the soul like, you know, like the wine that has been like sitting for a long time, like aged, delicious wine. Everything that we go through polishes us so we can be the brightest, clearest diamond that we're here to be, that our soul really is. But we have to really take time to face both our light and our shadow. Not just face it, but embrace it. And yes, you're going to come in contact with people who might shame you for your shadow, who might shame you because you are working with your shadow. Forget them. They're on their own journey. You're on your own journey. You work on yourself and you get higher. You move forward. They will eventually get to where they need to go, but that is not your problem. You got to be strong. So anyways, let's come today. See, this is all part of November, the energy of November, gratitude. But it really has an element of faith, courage, trust, and most importantly, heart. Really tapping in that center and feeling your blessings, experiencing what has been working for you even through your challenges. So we have the universal themes. So gratitude will be the universal theme for November. What I'm going to teach you is how you can discover your own personal theme. So think of those two themes dancing together. And when you're aware of both themes, it just makes things so much easier. It makes life so much easier. Like it flows so much easier. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have challenges. It just means that you are aware of what is coming and you have the tools to face whatever is coming your way. So one way, how many of you use like either an oracle card or a tarot card? Like I have a collection of them. Like this is one of my tarot cards, and I have like oracle cards. Like how many of you use either both of it or either one of it? These are what I use every month to kind of give me that clarity of what energy I am swimming with. And actually use it for both universal energy and personal energy. Right. So what I do, and if you have your card with you, actually go ahead and just do it with me. Okay. And with this example, I'm just going to use the oracle card that is next to me. Okay. So what I love, actually before I use this one, what I love about using these tools, and again, before I use this, I want to explain that these are just tools. They have no power, okay? The only power they have is what you put in there. So when I pick up my oracle cards or tarot deck, if they were just laying there, they don't have any power, okay? They don't. But the moment I touch it and put intention to it, they get energized. And they align with my energy. So they're just all tools to help us. They're all tools created to help us get clarity on our path. So my favorite tool to use is actually the tarot card. A lot of people are very scared of the tarot card. And that's because it's a very deep, deep wisdom tool. It does not mess around. It tells you like it is, whether you're ready for it or not. Usually you are ready for it, but it's more like if you're prepared to receive it or not, right? The messages are like, this is how it is, take it or leave it, right? It's a no BS kind of tool. And I just love it, right? I love it. So I use that. Usually I'll pull the major arcana, one major arcana for the month. So for example, my card for this month is the Hermit, right? Last month, let's see, what was my card? What came through last month? Where did I put it? Oh, can't believe it just disappeared. But let's focus on this month. We just jumped into a new month. It's like, no, don't focus on last month. Let's focus on this month. The Hermit. So the first, let's make it easy here. You pull a card. So if you're comfortable with a tarot card, use the major arcanas, the minor arcanas. And if you're not used to make tarot cards and you want to learn about that, please send me a message, let me know. But this is for those of you who are comfortable and have used the tarot cards before. So the major arcanas are like the main, I see it like the main theme, so the bigger picture, right? So I use the major arcanas to I pull them for each of the month. The minor arcanas support the major arcanas, and I see them as using the 4 elements to see in, for example, the water or the cups connects with the emotions. So what kind of emotional stuff will I be facing this month? The fire cards connect to our connection with the divine, our spirituality, our own divinity. So it's like, what is coming through there, right? What is it called? Oh, that's the wands. Yeah, we call it the fire cards. When you look at the swords, which has to do with our mind, it has to do with our thoughts. It has to do with our programming. It's like, what would I be facing when it comes to mindset? Right? So I can use the minor to kind of give me even a bigger, kind of explain what will be coming through. But for now, just focus on the major if you're comfortable with the tarot. If you're not, then just choose, use a nice oracle deck that you have. Okay, they're lighter, they're to the point. You don't have to think too much about it. It's like a breeze to work with. So all you do is just shuffle, and your intention, you put that intention in there while you're shuffling. What is my theme for this month? So since we're in November, what is our theme for November? I'm going to pull one that is for the entire group. Okay, let's see what comes up for us. So the intention is, what is our theme for November? And that's this group, everyone's energy in this group. And then you just choose one intuitively. However you do it, you can spread it on the ground and kind of see which card comes to you, or you can choose the card that jumps at you. However you want to do this, no right or wrong way, okay? It's however you want to do it. And then you just pull your card. So the card that we have, all of us for this group, for November, the Lotus Flower. The funny thing, this is one of the cards that came through for this week's energy forecast. Wait, was it this week's energy forecast? Yeah, I think so. Or either that or it's in my moon goddess circle. But yeah, so Lotus Flower unfoldment. Hello, Rachel. Thank you for joining me. Unfoldment. So what I like to do is that before I even read what is going on, like the description, I look at the card first. So immediately I know the Lotus Flower is very spiritual, right? It's really about how to learn to gather the blessings from the challenges and blossoming through that. The lotus grows from the mud at the bottom of the water, the murk, and then it emerges out and then opens up into this beautiful flower that gets to absorb the blessings from the sun. So immediately I'll look at this and be like, okay, so November is about gratitude, right? And the theme for November for me, or for all of us, it's about opening up to receive the blessings from above. Which through gratitude, we do that. It opens us to receive more and more of what we're grateful for. But there's a spiritual aspect to this card too, right? It's opening up not just for the physical blessings, it's also the spiritual blessings that are being poured in. And it's very interesting because it's like October, November, December, we step into a spiritual realm. And so it makes sense that the card will also support that as well. It's all about spiritual connection here. You can feel it. See, I don't want you guys to just listen to me and take my word for it, because if you tune in, you can really feel it. You know, when we step into a new month, it's like immediately you can feel the shift in energy. There's something that already comes through. But it's a matter of if you're aware of that or not. When you're aware of that, you can actually work with it to create more magic. When you're not aware of it, it's still dancing with you. It's still there. It's still doing its thing. But instead of trying to figure out and scratching your head like, what do I need to do? What is going on this month? You know, you get the awareness. Oh, this is where I'm focusing my energy this month. This is how I can thrive this month. This is what I need to do. The steps that I need to take to get me closer and closer to my ultimate goal, my ultimate dream, or whatever it is that you want to experience or create. Right? So, with that said, I want to read the message, and then let's see, perfect timing. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me share the message with everyone. And I want you to just be open to receiving. And again, this is for all of us. So if you want to know your own personal one, I invite you to use that same process to pull your own card and see what comes through for you. And once you do, if you have any questions, if you're like, I don't know about this card, especially if you're using major arcana, some of the cards can be scary, especially when you get a tower or the death card. Like, people freak out when they see those cards, but I'm telling you, the lights within those cards are the brightest. You know, we often focus too much on the, oh my gosh, look at the tower. It's like people are falling off of it. Does that mean that my life is going to go to, crazy? It might go crazy, but you have the tools to make sure that you don't fall. So instead of falling down, you actually fly, right? So if you get a card that you're like, oh, this is scary, I'm not sure about this, and you want to like someone to bounce off, ideas or to, get more insight, please send me a message or comment on here and I can assist you with that. So let's see, lotus flower. My soul flower is actually I have two soul flowers, the lotus and the red rose. I absolutely love it. Totally love it. Such a powerful, powerful plant or flower. All right, where are you? All right, so the unfoldment. Here we go. The lotus flower sits upon one of its leaves, having risen to the surface as the sun, held in the hand of God, invites it upward to the light. This unique plant is rooted in the mud and muck at the bottom of a body of water, its stem reaching up to the surface where the leaves rest quietly at night. And at night, the flower closes and sinks below the surface, only to rise with the daylight and once again gradually unfold its petals, its stem extending above the waterline 3 feet or more. What we learn from this amazing plant is how our own spiritual path unfolds and opens to the light. Then at times gently folds in on itself for a proper rest when the daylight fades. This period is just as necessary as the growth, for it allows the plant to integrate what has gained in nourishment during the day. It's also just as important that it is rooted, and it is yet another miracle of nature that something so exquisitely beautiful is formed from the mud and sit at the water's bottom. Your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you're aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force spiritual growth upon yourself or others, for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. What a beautiful journey, right? Beautiful journey. So that is it. That's just a little simple tool that you can implement every single month to just give you the awareness of what energy you're working with, you're dancing with, where you're supposed to put your awareness to, and gives you that direction. Like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to put my focus. This is where I'm going to focus. These are the steps I'm going to take, right? So if you have any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments. But other than that, thank you so much for receiving this. And I am looking forward to sharing more wisdom with you guys. And have a fabulous rest of your Sunday. If it is already Monday there, Happy New Week. Bye, everyone.